Welcome, welcome. I'm Welcome Moon Bunny VTuber Jueri. So we have a slight change of plans. Let me move this away first before we do anything crazy, okay? Yo, you didn't have to say that, okay? That's crazy. Alright, so instead of build stream today, we're gonna be discussing the 50th anniversary because there's a lot of things going on that happened in the past couple of days, honestly. Even though Gundam's 50th anniversary is within, I think, the next 3 years or so, they kind of announced a lot of stuff ahead of time, and they really are capitalizing on the hype pretty early on, right? And I think because of that, this is sort of like a hopeful, momentous kind of feeling within the community right now, and so I thought that it might be fun to kind of go through some of the news stuff and to have you guys get input on there. And yeah, and also I'd like to apologize for being late today. I was out the entire day with my parents, with Tao Mama too, and so still tired. But it's okay. It's okay. This is what stream time is for. Let me get you guys situated and everything, and then we will possibly be able to start with the news here. Welcome, Sergic. Hello, Hololive. Hello, Copper Chef. Adonis, welcome. Warrock, Wolfpack, welcome in. Exiled, welcome in. No, your name's Horseman. Horseman, welcome in. Patriarchy, hello. Kaze, welcome in. Just in time. I just got home from ACN a little bit ago. Okay, let's see. True Life, welcome in. Plasma, hello. Just saw the new Hathaway movie last night, kind of wild. A lot of you guys are going out there and watching the movie in troves. I'm kind of jealous right now. I'll find time. Victoria, hello. Saber, hello. Nap, same. I napped the entire car ride. Guy Owl King, welcome in. Praise High New, welcome. Adamer, welcome. Mr. Creepo. Yo, yeah, I watched Hathaway 2 last week. Mr. Hathaway appeared as a guest. Oh, you were like the early adopter, I see. Rogue Dio, welcome. Rogue Hathaway movies, what happens if you had a bad choice of women? I don't know. I feel like there's a fair amount of I just remember Gigi the most. Not sure. Other female characters. There's some really cool ones though too in the first Hathaway at least. I didn't commit any traffic incidents, just fell asleep at the wheel, but it's okay. The question is, Jueri Sinanju a RG? Of course. Could you tell from the highlights and everything? Welcome in, Sunny. Finewit. Thaddeus, welcome in. Kaimin, welcome. Aaliyah, welcome in. Iluho, welcome. Hey, I streamed a touch grass and took a shower. Legends are true. I actually went to the gym for first time in my life. I normally work out at home, but this time around it was like a group workout with my family just to try out. I'll talk a little bit about it since we can have. I'll put some signs in the description box. But it's at a YMCA because we have memberships to it and stuff. I'd never been to a gym before, but the YMCA has like gym facilities and stuff. And it's so interesting because a lot of the folks at the YMCA are retired folks because you get like reduced fees or discount if you are a senior citizen. I know, rightful place I should belong to, right? But I realized that some of the senior citizens really do not care. I don't know if it's normal at gyms for people to wear jeans when they do treadmill stuff, you know? But that's what happens over there. I saw some guy wear dress pants, and I'm not sure if that's like a normal vibe at gyms. I thought all the gyms were about like wearing shorts and tank tops and stuff for both male and female, maybe. Max, welcome in. ACN is just the anime con in Chicago, just FYI. Yeah, I didn't know. Thank you for the context. Bakuda, hello. Where's the M2K, MK2 Gundam? I don't have it in my backlog. What in dub? That's crazy. It's pretty great. Firefly, hello. The immortal Nosferatu Zoe, welcome. You're among your kind. I felt like at home. I really did. I did a group workout. It's really different. I don't know if I'd do it again. I think I prefer more solo workout stuff, but they had like scheduled group sessions. We thought that we could try it out as a family. It's the 4 of us. So, it was nice. And I like it a lot. Hose? Is it a hose or a Jose? It has to be hose. Just really an H there. Hello. Just by natural environment. Half piece, welcome. Hello there. Happy 50th birthday, Grandpa RX72. Yeah, happy birth. Well, not quite. He's like 47 right now, but we're celebrating early. Hello. A lot of older folks do that to gym usually during the week. Okay, so I guess wearing jeans and dress pants is a normal thing. They really don't care. You know, why don't we wear jeans on the treadmill? Why do we have to conform to everything? It's I, but I can only listen. Thank you, show. Make sure drive safe. I'm assuming you're driving right now, right? Jueri's a young man. You know what YMCA sings about a young man, but it's a lot of old people. It's awesome. It's awesome. Jeans on the treadmill sounds like it'd be uncomfortable out there a while. I think it depends what kind of jeans you have, because I have some really nice oversized jeans. It just feels really comfortable. I wouldn't recommend it though. It's just better to get actual workout clothes, so when you sweat, you just air out really fast. How are you? I am tired, but I am well rested and everything. I was trying a lot of new workout machines for the first time today. It's really embarrassing. I'm unfathomably weak. Right, because I realized that oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing, but a lot of my weights that I'm doing, whether for my bicep, some of the machine requires me to pull down from the top of my head down towards me or something, or some of the machine requires me to like push outwards or something, and I realized that most of it has to be at 10 pounds or 15 pounds. I can't even reach 20. The only time I'm hitting like 30 pounds, for example, is when I'm doing leg related things, but I need to go arm related. It has to be at 10 for now. So I hope that the longer I go to the gym and stuff, I get to get stronger, hopefully. I don't know, I guess like as I get older, I wanted to make sure I take care of myself better, and I know no better way to do it than to go there with Tao. So that's how my weekends are gonna be spent nowadays. But this is the first and only time I'll be as late as today. Can't wait for the bingo stream. They have bingo at the YMCA, bro. It's a community event, so they have all sorts of things for both the younger folks and the older folks. You know, for the younger folks, they got like music lessons for them, some ballet or jazz, and whatever events they got going. Is that thumbnail a Jueri Sinanju Stein? I don't think it's a Stein, but it is Sinanju. The artist who drew the Sinanju thumbnail, they actually did it in a way where it showed where I broke the original Sinanju, funny enough. Except for the horn, I don't know why they broke off the horn. I did break off the shoulder though, so pretty accurate. Amoeba's Peak. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. I'm really glad. The old people aren't walking to sweat, they just don't want their joints to evaporate, so they're walking in AC. I see. I see, and they also feel pretty cold too, right? They run a lower body temperature than everyone else. Abs Jueri, I'll try. There's that machine where you're kind of suspended in air, but your arms are at a 90-degree angle, and you're supposed to like pull your leg toward yourself. I'm at 3 right now, but what shall I really am starting from 0, you guys. But it's really fun. I don't know. Working out is fun. I need to get like $5 earbuds from Five Below or something, because I need something to keep myself busy as I get more serious with it. Girls working out is a crime against humanity. What? What the heck? Why? You all know Jueri played chess with Alexander the Great when she's still in her prime. Oh my god. Saturday's my gym day too. I upped my barbell and back weight today. I'll do my best. I should go more often, but I can only fit so much time into my schedule right now. If you're doing some curls, don't forget to put something on your armpit to eliminate momentum. Eh? You mean like deodorant? I always do that. You should put deodorant regardless. What momentum is there to eliminate? It's great you got somebody to work out with. Makes it easier to want to go to the gym more. Yeah, grab your family member. It's just fun. Grab your parents if you can. I think they can enjoy it and appreciate it too. You suggest building stamina and flexibility first, then build strength. Oh, really? I've been kind of... Well, okay, I've been kind of trying all the different machines. I haven't focused on anything quite yet, but I do want to get like a proper schedule and everything laid out. So maybe I might use one of the personal trainer services they have there to really get a schedule, because I feel kind of unsure what to work on. So I'll make sure I'll get my resources properly and plan and everything. Everyone's their femininity. That's crazy. We've been long past the 1800s, my guy. We've been long past the 1800s. Girls with abs and muscles are in now. Depends if you have stamina and flexibility already or not. I actually don't have a lot of flexibility. I did a bit of yoga, and I couldn't touch my toes with both my legs in front of me. Yeah, I had some really bad habits as someone who used to draw a lot indoors as well as study indoors too. So we're trying to undo a lot of mistakes that I have accumulated. Howdy, Tao. Nice to see that you arrive home safely. When you stretch out and do stuff, do you hear your joints creak and stuff? No. No, not at all. That is weird of you, bro. That's crazy. That's a little misogynistic, don't you think? It's crazy. Alright. When you stretch out and do stuff, do you just hear your joints... Oh yeah, no, sorry, I read that. Buff bunny. Okay, I don't plan to be buff. Let me just say that right now. I don't plan to be buff. It actually takes a lot of effort to reach that level of buffness. More than anything, I want to work towards being toned at the very least. And honestly, I just need to do more exercise than I already am. I realized that working at home is not really the best for me. What I usually do is work to workout videos, but for workout videos, I can only do so much because I only have a 5-pound weight and a 10-pound weight at home. So at the gym, there's a lot more options for me to work out different stuff. So I want to make use of that if I can and really wake up my body to the goodness of fitness. I usually don't. I'm like anti-gym person, but there's something really comfortable about going to a gym and not seeing jacked people, but more so slender elders. There is a section for weights and with all like the traditional like bench press and the really strong kind of machinery, but that area is honestly dominated by a bunch of testosterone. Like, if there's only young people, they're all concentrated in that weightlifting area, right? So I feel kind of intimidated, but luckily it's separated from everything else where all the other machine is being used by other people. So honestly, I don't think I need to go to the lift area for now. I like to use the machinery, but they don't really go as heavy. Hello, just arrived. Welcome, M. Kaiser. What's that mean? Mookie? General cardio is pretty good for health. I've heard... Now, my knowledge when it comes to fitness is kind of starting out still, but I've heard that you should either focus on cardio or focus on strength. So I thought that if I were to pick one or the two, I prefer to work on strength for myself because I want to make sure that when I live alone, I'm not like... sad. Sad I can't pick up a 10-pound box. No, I can't pick up posts like 50 maybe. I don't know. Whoa! Tao. No. I don't smell. I don't sweat that much. I didn't sweat today. You know I didn't sweat today. Oh my gosh. Hi, Judy. April forecast, welcome in. 100 push-up, 100 sit-ups, 100 squat, running 5 kilometer. It's so funny that the original author who wrote One Punch Man made up those numbers, and there's some people out there who actually tried it out. It didn't go forward. Hey, come on now. Most gym bros are nice and just want to live and help people live. No, well, yes, true. That is true. You know, they're talking about TikTok and they're talking about metrics. I'm like, ooh, I want to talk about content with them. But it's too bro-coded. Even I have limits as more of a bro girl, but I can't. You know, they're out here putting down like 100-pound Zeroto weights. I'm probably older than them as someone who's like around 30 now, but I just don't feel comfortable. You know, I'll be there. Hi, Satos, welcome in. I'm just doing a little chat warm up here. Today we will be working towards the news and stuff. Hi, Maru Dofu. Did you hear about the sad unicorn Gundam statue? Yeah, I heard about it. I also read some people memeing about the Turn A Gundam. I can't fathom that taking place with the unicorn. Oh, I did sweat. It's just me today. Maybe I didn't work hard enough. Sorry, Tao. I didn't work hard enough. Sorry. Have you played Armor Core 6 30-minute missions? Made great mods on a bunch of the armor cores. I have not. That is something I'm interested in. It's just that, like, I don't have the PC properly for it. Oppo, welcome. No, no, no. I'm not trying to give up. I'm trying to get tone. That's just a difference. Tone and also just in general being healthy overall. I feel like I'm really alert, really awake right now. And so I've been kind of missing that. I usually do stationary weights at home for about 10-15 minutes workout video. Or walk around the neighborhood for like 20 minutes. So I actually feel a lot more motivated and more likely to stay. Because I think I was at the Y for about 3 hours? 3 to 4 hours with my fam. It's so fun. I don't know. Seeker, did you see the 50th Annie prologue movie? Actually, we're about to talk about that. So I guess we'll start in a bit here. Good morning, I'm Japanese. Today is Sunday, May 17th. Can you speak Japanese? Oh, I'm sorry. Sumimasen. I cannot speak Japanese. I can read a little bit. I apologize though. But welcome! Welcome in. Irashai. Irashaimase. Welcome. Your friend's better than Elden Ring. You'll be fine. AC6 is goated. Damn, okay, I didn't know. Okay, so let's see. First things first, let's start with the current title of the actual stream. So the Gundam 50th Anniversary project has been announced. When was it? Oh, yesterday. It's released. The news for the Gundam 50th Anniversary project was released yesterday, and it wasn't just one announcement. It was a bunch of things. They really bombarded us this past couple of days. Crazy, right? So with that, let me just bring up the first one. Let's see here. First things first, we have the Boy in Gundam Mobile Suit Gundam 50th Anniversary Road to 50 prologue movie, which premiered yesterday. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I have this. I don't have. Okay, here. Obviously, I can't play this video for today's stream because of copyright and stuff. But I'd love to hear your views on this and just kind of revel in the nostalgia with this one. I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I watched this on Twitter of all places. But oh my god, I had to swap over to YouTube because Twitter's compression was undeniably not being able to capture some of the finer qualities of the animation with this one. Fun fact, the videos from... What's that mean? I cried too! Oh, I didn't cry. Crying... Saying I cried was... It's a bit of an overstatement. I definitely teared up. I didn't want to cry because I don't think I deserve... I don't know. I feel like you can watch this, maybe not be a fan of Gundam, but you can watch it and understand the feelings being conveyed from the storyboarding with this one. The idea for... I'm sure you guys watched it, but I'm just gonna grab the link just in case so you guys can rewatch it for yourself, baby. So music is a combination of the music as well as the storytelling to go with it. When I watched the first few seconds, I was really unsure what was happening because it felt like the frames were a lot lower. It felt like I was watching a PowerPoint at first, but then once it's really got to the meat of the story, that's when these flurries of like colors, of nostalgia, and the past, and growing up and getting married and having your own kids be into Gundam as you were as a kid. It's a beautiful cycle, it really is. Okay, let me get the video here. I can't believe people are reacting to the video. That's okay. Do I have my desktop audio open? No, I know, it's okay. And I'll grab it for you guys here. Well, I'm sure you guys all watched it from the chat reaction. Is that YouTube video or a screenshot? You can click though. No, I can't do that. They're gonna slap my wrist and be like, you aren't allowed. You did not see the MK2 Gundam? I wish Age get more love. I think Japan do love Age as much as I don't see anyone hating it. Interestingly, there was a scene towards the end. I'm sure that you guys watched it already. There's a scene... You haven't seen it yet, fool? Okay. You mute me for about 10 minutes and make sure you watch the video first before you listen to what I have to say. Because I feel like you gotta experience it before anything else. Can I say something about the vid? Because I don't know if everyone has watched it. Watch this first, everyone. If you have not watched this first, you mute me, leave the chat, watch it, and then come back. We won't be gone anytime soon. Yeah, you guys can talk about it now. Danko will copyright from just watching this, will they? Plenty of people rewatch on Twitch. That's different, Maru Dofu, because on Twitch, they basically Gosh, Twitch actually gets copyright strike a lot, but on YouTube is a lot more strict because they have a much more sensitive AI. So I think it's possible for me to watch it, but I really don't want to get copyright strike. Copyright claim and strike, I really don't want either of them on my channel. So I'd rather just have the video here. I'm a good YouTuber, okay? I don't break any rules. The only thing I will say is why did they just erase my boy, Shin? What? He wasn't there though, was he not? Dispute audio if you watch it on stream. Even just visual is something that's copyrighted. I just don't want to play any risk to it. Welcome, you said Irashai in nice Japanese. Ah, you're so nice. You're so nice. Funny that the JP Star Wars account was a similar video on the same day, but it's AI generated. Okay, so we'll talk about it a little bit too. But I just want to mention for this video, towards the end, they did show all the MCs from the various Gundam, right? They showed that, and what was it? My thinking was like, oh, interesting, because they showed all the pro tag and stuff, and I joined 2 years ago into the Gundam stuff, right? That's when I first started building and started watching the things. My first show was Witch from Mercury. Not as legit as some of the other cooler entries, you know. People say, oh, you know, I got into from Seed or from Wing or from IVO, but I say, you know, Witch from Mercury. And I feel like the sentiment or saying that you're from that series to your entry point, it's not nearly as respected. But watching all the MCs at the end, I was like, yeah, you know, I have a bit of seniority. I have a little bit of validity in what I watch. And interestingly, I think they missed out on 2 MCs. Someone pointed out on Twitter that they were missing the Build Divers and Build Fighters MCs, I believe. I was like, whoa. They have Unicorn is in OVA, right? But the MC was in that one in the end of it too. Oh, easy, just make sure the VOD's not up once you finish streaming. You say that, but that's not really true. They can still copyright strike claim for you if you even unlist the VOD. You just don't play with fire on this, especially with a big company that I respect. There was a little segment at the end with all the pro tags, but then between Setsuna and Kira, there was enough of a pause in appearance where Shin could have appeared. Oh, he really did share it, huh? You're not here. I like how we basically got a capture of all the pilots, but didn't see Mizuki actually smiling. Is quite interesting. Oh yeah, for the majority of the pilots, they were smiling, but there are a few who were not smiling. Even though Mizuki did smile, there were a few pro tags that I don't remember seeing, or sorry, I forgot the name, that were still like stone cold. they were in character is what happened to it. I still like IVL, one of my first Gundam shows, by the way. Same. I like it too. Unicorn did get an anime? Oh, okay. That's OVA. Unicorn is an OVA, but considered mainline as opposed to side story like 0080. Okay, I see. Mercury is not any less legitimate as a starting point. Gundam is Gundam. Yeah, but I feel like when watching through the pro tag stuff, there's definitely a vibe shift with Witch from Mercury and G-Quex. They're the 2 recent additions in the series line. See him grow up over time and being able to share his love for Gundam with his family was so wholesome, but shows that it can't never be late. It can't ever be late to be a fan. Jumping in to say, going on 12 hour right now for my work day. Hope stream's going well. Wishing you all the best, Jueri. Thank you. We did start a little later on my end too. This animation was done by Tsukuro Hayakawa. He's a director for this, and I remember watching the live stream panel, and I forgot, was it the MC? The MCs were exclaiming that, oh, you know, actually you would think that someone who made this direct this animation was someone from our generation, but actually this was done by Tsukuro Hayakawa, and he is someone who's in his 20s still, you know. And I said this during yesterday's Ace Combat stream, but the Gundam IP does a very good job in, I wouldn't say maintaining this sort of professional appeal, but what they do is that they hire passionate, young, talented people onto the team to kind of take over the mantle. And that's a lot of trust, and you think it's a very common thing, but it's not really, right? So, someone who's gonna be in this role has to respect the sort of image and brand going for Gundam. And in comparison, you know, like I would say for Pokemon, for example, Pokemon doesn't really... There's definitely a bit more of an uptight kind of feel. They kind of do what's tried and true, and they kind of try to appeal to the nostalgia of the fans for Pokemon. But in the case of Gundam, it feels like they do a very good job kind of pulling people with experience and pulling people who bring new experience to the table who may not necessarily have brought that, right? And I say this a lot because for me, as someone in the creator in this space, you know, I was sponsored by Bandai at one point. Really awesome opportunity, and I think about this all the time, but you don't really see it. But if you squint hard enough, there are creators that are maybe around my size, maybe a little smaller, a little bigger. Nothing too crazy, they're not 50,000 subscribers, they're like around my size, who are getting opportunities as well. And I say that because I still think about this TCG guy, right? He's hosting the Bandai TCG events and tournaments, like officially for Bandai. And he's someone around my size and channel. He started off doing DBZ. Well, he's on and off with his channel, but he started doing DBZ card game before switching fully into Gundam, right? I don't know if he's probably under some sort of contract, but it's just funny how his videos might hit only like 1,000 to 5,000 views, but Bandai is like, you know, this guy has good passion and good knowledge about the Gundam card game side of things. Let's go hire him. And so, kind of seeing that reflected in hiring such a young director for someone who's tasked with capturing the feeling of nostalgia. You know, watching Gundam back in the first release, having him go through this timeline of things, going through school when he was a schoolboy to when he's married to when he's a kid. It's a very much of a task to make sure that it's represented accurately and conveyed through fans of all ages too. And I just think that's like a very wonderful advantage with Bandai, being able to entrust that IP with people who are passionate too. It doesn't happen nearly as often as you guys think, right? Nearly as often. Reading the side story manga while watching this of IPL. There's just a lot of those. For almost 50 years, old 079 is still pretty good. Yeah, I would say so. We'll get to the point of the remake in a bit here. We're still talking about the animation for this. Sunrise Studio do have an animation school that I was not aware of. Sunrise Studio is probably... the thing with Gundam is that it's such a big mecha IP. I think making mecha is kind of expensive, no? But Sunrise are able to kind of draw the money for that kind of stuff. And they definitely pour a lot of money into the community, into the IP. And in turn, they get that back tenfolds. And I think it's wonderful. The moment they start skipping out or pulling back, fans really do feel it though. Did they use... They didn't use G-Cell Perfect Pack Meter Age. That means you get a chance to host a Gunpla event. Who knows? At this point, I'm like... I don't know. I don't know how Bandai found my streams. I guess because I had momentum, and then YouTube was like, yo, shove this stream to everyone. That's a good time. Those are some good times. The 5-minute animation is better storytelling than most AAA games these days. It was definitely crafted with love, I tell you. So much love and care put into every single scene. It's so beautiful. My favorite part was when he's like picking newspaper and he's like whacking the dog with it, but then it's like envisioned as like the beam saber. I think it's just cool. It's a little bit sad for me at least because with Gundam, it's a very old IP that's been around in Japan for, like, culturally speaking, for a very long time. And you know, us in the West, we kind of get it secondhand. It's really hard to get Japanese animation back in like the 90s and 80s, right? For the US at least. But you could tell from the animation that it's such a cultural phenomenon for Japan. Like, it's really rooted in their daily lives and the way that they approach the IP itself. Even to this day, it still remains strong. It's wonderful. Give me a second, I'm gonna drink some water. Yep, animating 2D hand-drawn mecha is so hard that even top-tier studio like Kyoto Animation stopped after Full Metal Panic TSR. In my opinion, you can use 3D for your stuff. It just can't be done in a way that you know for sure it's 3D, you know? It has to... You kind of have to dress it up a little bit to make it look 2D in some way. You can kind of cut that process if you really wanted to. For me, a favorite part was him seeing his son watching G Gundam being baffled by it. Cut to him as a kid again. Yeah, it's so funny, right? His first animation for the MC was the original Gundam, but then his son joined in on G Gundam. Like, I think it was such a fun entry point. I can't imagine what that must have been like when G Gundam was first released and kind of going through the super robot kind of vibes as opposed to real robot. But I think G Gundam's wonderful. It has a goal and it achieves it. Now, with this animation, as you guys know, on the same day Star Wars released their own animation. I really hate comparing the two animations because a Star Wars animation is out there to fulfill a different role compared to the Boy in the Gundam, right? Boy in the Gundam is a celebratory video for the 50th anniversary that's happening in a couple of years. But the Star Wars animation, the reason why people compare it, aside from the similar release date, is the fact that it has similar themes of growing up with Star Wars into, you know, from childhood to have your own kids going into Star Wars too. And honestly, I don't want to say it's AI, but there's the way it's animated is a little weird. Aside from art style, it doesn't have its own unique identity in this art style, and the frames is a little wonky. There's like a weird pacing issue with the way the framing is done between each animation take. But the thing that kind of gets me, aside from that sort of aspect, I don't want to accuse again, is the fact that it showed more of the promo and the merch for Star Wars, you know? I think if you guys haven't seen it, I'm gonna link it in the chat so you guys can get context for it. It was posted, I believe, yesterday in the chat, stream chat here. See if you can find it. Oh, okay, I can't find it. I think you can just grab it. Alright, give me a second. Unfortunately, I think it's a Twitter video, but I think I found it on YouTube too. Also, it's not to celebrate Star Wars anniversary or anything. It's literally to advertise their next movie. Their next movie that hasn't been around. I think it's like their first movie in a while too. Which Star Wars video is this? It's the recent one. I think it's for the Mandalorian, right? I can't find it. I guess I'll search it for through Delty. I know Delty wrote something about it, so it'll be easy to find through him. Yeah, Delty's stuff is his profile. His banner is his mom. It's on Mother's Day. It's already over. Where is it? It's hard to find, man. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. It's called Welcome Home Star Wars. And I'll just drop the Twitter link in case you want to watch it. Because I didn't realize that not everyone knows about it. So you guys can peek at that if you want. He just loves his mom. Same. I love his mom too. The animation for Star Wars got a lot more sauce than a lot of these promos. True. Yeah, I'm like taking a peek at this, right? And it's so interesting because the animation frames, it makes like Western animation frames? I can't really describe it. I don't know. Interesting. So never watched Star Wars? Neither have I. But this is one of my first few Star Wars related thing. It's a lot shorter of an animation too. I hate that we're comparing the two, but it's really hard not to, given the similarities in the themes as well as the same date too. It's not May 4th, by the way, and neither is it Gundam Day, which is April. So it's like a very weird timing that both companies decided to drop at the same time. Truly, truly. I think we all love his mom. Good, she deserves everything. Everything that's good to her. Joyous, welcome. Yeah, same day. I don't know which one came out first. If I was the PR team or the marketing team for Star Wars, I would have like, what would be the best time to drop it? Before, after, or during the same day? You know, so it's like picking the lesser of two evil as the marketing team when to release that animation stuff. It's okay. I honestly think the theme of growing up with the IP and being able to share it with your kids is a beautiful thing. I don't have to say, you know, it's so different. I think entering into the Gundam fandom when you're a kid, as opposed to when you're adult, right? I think, I have a couple of games in my childhood that I adore lovingly, and thankfully some of them are still around today. And thinking about how that game shapes me in the same way that maybe Gundam has for kids growing up into adulthood to middle age right now, where they're having their own kids and grandkids and being able to share that. There's layers to it, right? And I just think it's so beautiful being able to capture that animation. Okay! Oh my gosh! Thank you for the super chat. Dang, I thought I would be on time due to delay, but ended up taking extra time for pickleball and family. What did I miss? Oh, I got second at the Gundam TCG New Time challenge early today. Congratulations! We're just covering the 50th anniversary so far. We covered the Boy the Gundam animation that was released recently. I personally feel like Disney did it for profit. I think it's only for Star Wars Japan though. That's where I saw the source for the animation. I don't know if it's released elsewhere too. No option would have worked because the comparison would have still happened. True. Teri-san, ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. Takusugi-san. Ohayou. Hello. Yeah, the MV is awesome. Oh, I forgot the music. How could I forget the music? I think the music definitely sold it really well. Great job. I don't actually know who wrote the music. I only know the director for this. Okay, so let's see. Next one. Check my sources. The many creators who worked on past Gundam projects are participants in this project. Oh yeah, the music is done by People One. People One's new song Kinji Tou, Golden Tower. So you can go find more of their stuff there too. Next we have the theatrical release of Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom Zero being confirmed. I do not know too much about this, so you guys can feel free to fill me in on this if you can. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here. Next we have is the video for this. No excitement, just What? I thought you guys like all things Gundam. I sent to my brother-in-law who maybe watched Wing during Toonami era. He said a good AMV can bring tears. Yeah, right? It's so cool how this is sort of universal experience to shed a tear watching the AMV. It's so the Sea Freedoms 3 OVA turned into movie as what Fukuda said. What the heck? Yo, where did so much distaste for Seed? My friend watched Seed recently and he didn't like it that much. I think he said he wished it never existed, kind of just like. It's a side story. It's a side story for Seed Freedom, if I remember correctly, is a prequel congruent story to Seed Freedom. Watching a prequel just isn't exciting. Damn! If you watch a prequel to like the 79, you know, the original Mobile Suit Gundam, maybe that might be more exciting, no? It's an adaptation of a novel that's a prequel to Seed Freedom, but I find it weird that it's a movie instead of an OVA series. Okay. Just in case you guys want to see this for yourself, it's only like less than a minute anyways. I watched it and I was like, yeah, I didn't watch Seed, so unfortunately I can't comment too much about this. So Let's see. We could link for it. If you guys aren't caught up with this. A prequel to 79, that's just Gundam the Origin. Were people excited for Gundam the Origin? So why aren't people excited for Sea Freedom? Alright, Sea Freedom 0. Hi, One Sky! Happy birthday! Welcome in, welcome in. Fukuda has the script for the first OVA written 10 years ago, but last two OVA were done within 2 years. They really rushed it then. Forget had a good one, Sky. It is a wonderful day to have a birthday. It's May 16. I don't know what that means, but it must mean something. Seed hate in 2026 is something I don't understand. You know, it's... I guess it can be a bit disappointing if an IP you love a lot just has a story that doesn't really match your taste. That's how it is sometimes. Seed is the best mecha design, but the worst characters in my opinion. Oh! Spicy! Alright, let me just watch this. It's only 50 seconds anyways. Can't hear anything? Okay, good. Oh, I feel so bad watching this right now because I realized that the only thing I know about Seed is the card game related stuff. Are they just repeating the animations for the release of the Gundam launch? Oh, it's just a logo play. There's literally nothing in this video. It's just like, hey, here's a teaser. My bad. I thought there was going to be a bit more. I guess most of the budget went to the recent AMB. That's cool. They got some 3D models and some 2D sketches. I don't know what else to say, y'all. It's like... it's literally just a teaser. Okay, so I don't have a lot to say. We can move on from this really fast. As much as I love Seed, I wish they didn't replace OG Freedom with the Strike Freedom. I did love the design though. More so, Seed Freedom was originally announced for 2006, but delayed for a really long time due to a writer, Fukuda's wife, passed away. Oh, more than 20 years since then. Makes sense. They use the same CGI in Seed Freedom. They're probably just... They probably had less time to prepare like a proper teaser, so they're just tossing in some previous material stuff. No, but it's different. Oh. Alright, so let's see. Next set here. So this is theatrical, again, just a reminder, this is a theatrical release for Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom 0. And this is just a teaser with a prequel movie to Seed Freedom. The scenario was written by series composition writer Chiaki Ryozawa and Shigeru Morita and director Mitsuo Fukuda during the planning stage of Seed Freedom. Please stay tuned for further details. Okay, that wraps it up. Okay, next we have a video message from Jim Mickle, director of the live-action film adaptation of a Gundam working title. It's been released for the first time. I don't think they gave us any trailer or anything for us to latch on to. So moving on, we're gonna talk about the live-action. Okay, whoa, wait, the bitch kind of big. Hold up. He's like trying to scare me from behind. I think people were too harsh on this guy. We don't really know too much about this guy, right? From what I've seen, people are like disappointed. Okay, by people I mean hardcore Gundam fans. Hardcore Gundam fans, from what I've seen, were saying, "Wow, we don't trust this guy. Wow, he's wearing an 8th MS t-shirt. We don't trust 8th MS fans to make a good Gundam movie." I'm just like, we don't know anything too much about it. We only know the actors so far, right? Ohio, welcome. Welcome. Asian country love Seed as content, both content and merch. West only likes the merchandise. Hi Shiro, welcome. I'm worried about the Netflix adaptation considering the director is wearing an 8th MS shirt. Interestingly, it's being filmed in Australia. Right, people were memeing about that, right? What are they filming in Australia? Are they using... What are they using in Australia? That's what I want to know. Is this a bot? Maybe we gotta eliminate. Mods, take out the bot. Maybe. Possible bot, I'm not sure. I saw a Reddit comment that said he was a Gundam fan. Yeah, actually in this picture, it doesn't show it, but he has an 8th MS t-shirt on. But what's wrong with 8th MS? I thought people liked the 8th MS Gundam series. No? I'm not gonna trash on Netflix Gundam since nothing got shown yet, but hopes are pretty low. Okay, so as far as I remember, there were a couple actors that were only announced, and seems like people were really unsure about Sydney Sweeney, which is fair. You know, she has some more or less controversial roles in her lifetime, and for a number of things. I think people are a bit too doom posty right now. I want to be optimistic, but I also feel like that's such a minority in this whole thing. I'm optimistic for it, you know. I feel like I can't pass judgment when something that hasn't been released yet. The judgment that people are passing are based on Requiem from Netflix, right? I can't say too much about it because I haven't watched it myself, but you know, as far as I'm aware, this is one of Bandai's attempt at trying to reach a Western audience. In the same way that we've had Transformer kind of had a hit mainstream West with the movies and stuff back in like 2006 or 2009 or something. Can't remember. It's been a long time since I watched it with my parents. Having that kind of mainstream powerhouse, they're trying to attempt to get more Gundam fans through the live action, right? Because the anime itself, you know, Gundam anime, I think... Sorry. Mecha anime, I think, is a different kind of audience entirely from what they're trying to go for. So with this, they're trying to hit a totally different mainstream audience going to Gundam as a whole. It could work, it could not work, who knows? I kind of admire that they're trying to do a whole totally different project entirely. You know, with Witch from Mercury and G-Quax, those two anime were more so for newer fans opposed to appeasing old fans. And for Bandai themselves, you know, they want to make sure they ride that balance between appeasing old fans who've been around for a long time, also making animations and media that appeals to new fans and kind of having them funneled into the whole franchise. And so this is their attempt at that. I'm ever so slightly optimistic as well. Just ever so slightly. I want to be hopeful, but I do feel like people are too harsh on this guy. Who just don't know too much about him. They're just going off his 8th amateur. It could be a meme, could not be a meme, who knows. Okada in the 50th anniversary video said that there's lots of large prop set pieces for visual effects. So there is less CGI than people are expecting. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. I wouldn't be too surprised. 8th MS is a fine OVA, but the fans praise it and it thrills them while trashing other Gundam shows. That's a bit much. I think you Gundam fans gotta make sure you don't base your opinion on the fandom itself. Tons of incredible IP who may have some really loud minorities going at it. Also, welcome! Good morning, Nishoku and Green Battle Part. Sorry, if I missed your name in here, you guys sneaked in without saying hello to me directly, I might have missed you guys. See, I didn't want to say 2007 because I said 2006 prior, so I didn't want to do the joke again. It derailed the whole franchise? I can't say too much because I'm not sure what that entails to itself either. Kermit, hi! Joyce. It's funny how some of the UC elitists even bully the show from UC like 8th MS, even though it's okay show. We were even good in many places. Yeah, there's actually some 8th MS fans in the chat too. Plus, going full mainstream didn't help Pacific Rim. I don't know about that. I only knew Pacific Rim because people from my school, when I was in middle school, were talking about it. It definitely got Pacific Rim on the radar of normies for sure. I'll save my opinions until I see some trailers. Netflix One Piece surprised me after all. The bar is so low. I'm so sorry to say, but the bar for anime to live action is so low. Alright, I say that because One Piece... I watched One Piece live action as someone who's a very, very, very casual fan of One Piece. Not even like a fan per se, just an onlooker. I thought that the live action was okay. Like, the casting is incredible. The casting is perfect. One of you might say they found the real life counterpart to these characters, but I didn't feel like the filming of it that much. It felt too amateurish for me. But I don't think that Gundam ever felt too amateurish when they transitioned to real... with the live action stuff, right? I'm not saying the One Piece live action is bad, it's just... I think people are wearing rose-tinted glasses because it's a decent live-action translation for once, which is a very rare thing, actually. Very rare. Hey, I'll praise 8th MS till I'm blue in the face, but I don't trash other folks for liking other shows. Real. I think it's really sad that there are these kind of fans, but these are not the majority for sure. To be fair, all Gundam anime G Gundam onwards were made with the idea appealing to people who aren't fans of their Gundam and bringing in new fans. Yes and no. I definitely feel like watching IVO and then watching Witch Mercury and G-Quax, there's definitely a certain vibe and certain tonal shift that's totally different. Like for G-Quax, not only did they get a totally different art style for their animation, but they also had Ikuro Yamashita designing this with the Ava director, right? And they also had Pokemon character artists working on designs. Like they were bringing in people with experience from other IPs coming together for this one thing. So I feel like it's a very obvious kind of tonal and vibe shift with the more recent animation. But I don't know, you know, I'm comparing it to my breakup point between IVO and then to Witch Mercury. I haven't watched stuff in between to really say much afterwards. Oppo, welcome. What did I miss? You missed the conversation about Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom Zero. That's what we talked about after the animation music video. Now we're talking about the live action. No news whatsoever, just a small video message from the director, Jim Mickle. What else is there? What is else there? They have a list of actors here I don't really recognize, but they have someone named Noah Centineo. He's in Black Adam and Street Fighter in the movie. Interesting titles. I don't know this guy, but for lumping in with Sydney Sweeney too. How would you rate G-Quax? I haven't watched it, but from the close friends that I talked to about it or heard their reaction to, it doesn't seem too great of a series from the Western side. I'm actually kind of curious why the reception is so different from Western fans and JP fans, because it seems like Japan loves their G-Quax, right? Because time slot changed? UC fan division is more deeply divided in English-speaking countries compared to Japan because the UC shows with almost no NT teams were broadcast released first. Most people in US never complete MSG. Almost a Gundam because the time slot changed. Okay, that makes sense. No, I think it's such an excuse nowadays. Nowadays, it's relatively easy to, well, due to licensure, quote relatively easy if you search hard enough to get the correct order and full show. If the staff has fans and franchise on staff, it might be okay. If it's all people that don't like Gundam, it's probably gonna be crap like the Halo show. You know what's funny? There was a video release on, I forgot what it was. Was it the Banco website or YouTube channel? One of Bandai's official outlet for the video has this shows like a basically a vlog advertising their LA event for the release of Hathaway too. And they had some fans talking on the line like, oh, you know, I was really excited about a Gundam, blah. But a lot of the fans were like definitely not Gundam fans, which I find so interesting. Because when they talk about it, they were saying, oh, it's a cool robot show with angst and Nova. Or like, you know, I'm here for the popcorn. And there's this one person who was like, it's time that Japanese animation is on the big screen. I'm just like, well, these people are definitely not Gundam fans. Some of them are, but some of them are also not Gundam fans, huh? Where's this LA event being announced? I wonder. But you know, maybe it really comes down to this guy here on the screen, right? Whether or not he's a Gundam fan, see how he translates that. But maybe the way he receives the okay, wait. I like to think that he's a Gundam fan. If he has an 8th MS Gundam shirt, right? Like he could have worn a much more mainstream kind of shirt, but he wore 8th MS. I just feel like he might be a fan, maybe in some capacity. So I want to say I trust what's going into here. If my naivete gets taken advantage of and the live action is actually terrible, then I will just cry in a corner and pretend that this segment doesn't exist and I'll just take it out of the VOD or something. But for now, I want to say that I have this show in its best attention. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt at this moment. And that's my final say. Regardless of what other fans think, I want to say that this might be... I won't say a good show, but a decent show, you know? It might be a decent show. You can never satisfy everyone, so... we shall see. What are the executives at AI generating the lines? I wonder. I can show you guys the video I was talking about. I think I sent it in the media channel. I wish I knew about the LA event. Like, call me up or something. There you go. This is the LA event that has some planted actors, maybe. I would believe it more. Even more if he had a 00 shirt. This is definitely not going to be like a one-to-one adaptation of the original UC, is it? I haven't heard too much about it. If he wore a UC, like a 79 shirt, people would be calling him like a tourist or something for choosing the very first anime to make it obvious. What shirt would you wear to tell people that you truly are a Gundam fan? Let me ask you that. There's just no winning solution for this director at all. Hi, Ivan. Hello, hello. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not much of a Gundam fan because I kind of prefer something closer to reality, but god man. The intersection between Gundam and Ace Combat is almost a perfect circle. Yes! It is. It is. A Zeta shirt? G-Reco? SD? Yeah, these are actually pretty good suggestion. I just think 8th MS was like pretty safe choice, in my opinion. I think that if he... assuming that he's an 8th MS fan truly, and if that series has a bit more of a realistic tone compared to other Gundam franchise, then it might be a reflection of that within this live action he's directing, right? G-Gundam. G-Gundam is so base. It really would be base if he had G-Gundam shirt. I agree. No. If he wore a 79 shirt, they'd call him a poser. If he wore Wing shirt, people will say he's poser part 2 because Wing is like everyone's entry in America. It's like the sort of stereotype. Seed? That's controversial. Get a robo? Oh, totally different Becker show entirely. That's horrible. 83 to Rage Bait, even the UC fans. 8th MS isn't that even Rogan's choice if he's from the US? You say that, but there are people who already distrust the guy simply because he's 8th MS fan, which is crazy to me. Mazinger do mine. I guess talking about other mecha shows as like a t-shirt. No, he can't do that. He can't do that just because this is the official Bandai director video, so you can't wear any other IP shirt except for Gundam. So he gotta do what he can. Not even Optimus Prime, he'd be hella in trouble. I wish he wore a shirt. I wish he wore my shirt. Shout out Viva. Shout out Viva. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's move on from this one since there's not a lot of news. It's just mainly directors. Like, hello, this is what I look like. This is me, the director. Next, we have the announcement of a remastered version. Oh my god, hold on. This is the PNG is too big. The remastered version of Mobile Suit Gundam announced. It's supposed to be released in 2029, which is the exact 50th anniversary. I've seen some mixed reaction in this, but I personally think this is awesome. I love getting a remaster for things. Now, normally, sometimes remasters are kind of like a cheap way to kind of reharness fans. I feel like with some of the other remasters that happen outside of Gundam too. But I think this one, like, I think 79 is prime for a remaster. Like, truly. I don't know if they're gonna retain the one-to-one adaptation of 79, just because, as you guys know, there's some director's cut made to the original, or sometimes even tucked away. Maybe a little controversial. I don't know if there's anything too controversial in the original. I feel like the original Gundam was pretty respectful in the portrayal of characters and everyone else. Jose, welcome! Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the membership. You joined the Jueriverse. Congrats! You got some emotes and everything in here. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, you were definitely a member before, for sure. With the yellow Jueri icon. It'll touch up the animation for sure, but I don't expect a whole remake. Hopefully they won't crop it. Let me think. Does they have the... Can you guys explain to me something? Can you guys explain to me the compilation movie? Is that not in some ways touched up, or is it just really is it just truly the series but in condensed form, or did they kind of do like a remaster a little bit with it? I'm just curious. Howdy, Ginja! Welcome in! The stick figures, when they were running out of budget 50 years ago, may be corrected. Oh, but you know, I adore the original 79's animation, right? One of the frame that has me in chokehold from the entirety of the first 30 episode, right, was when Amuro goes to confront the traitor, and the guy says something, and then like a second too late, he pulls out a gun on Amuro. Like, that comedic timing is so funny and only reminiscent of the older animation style of pacing sometimes. There's also a scene, let me think what else. The running goofs, you know, the running goofs where they're really goofy and kind of short-handed, or the scene with the Gundam where he's looking up in the sky, but then the proportion or perspective is incorrect. I just think there's just so much to love about the original animation. It's akin to looking at an artist's old sketchbook when they were kids, you know, that imperfection makes them feel so human that I'm excited for this project, but I'm also a little bit sad depending on how much they overhaul the remaster for the 50th anniversary. So it's a double-edged sword. They can only go so many ways about it, alright? They're trying to go the best way of it. As long as they made the Charasaku, I'm good. Good, I'm watching it. The compilation movie skips some parts. I know the compilation movie skips some parts, but I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know if they also clean up some parts as well. Some scenes redrawn. The movies touched up the animation and cleared up some of the final parts, but the movie also caught a lot of the white base crew moments. I see. So there's slight enhancement to the compilation film. Yes, what is the thing that new folks will miss out on? The charm of the wonky animations. I don't know if the original Gundam that's being remastered right now will capture the I don't know if that will capture new fans. I really don't. I think this is such a love letter to the current existing fans. I'd be surprised if people say their first entry was the remaster of 79. Oh, who knows? It could be possible. Fat Goof? Yeah, Fat Goof. What I'm worried about OG Gundam is that they will use AI. I don't think that that's the direction they will go towards. It's so interesting because in Japan, AI is kind of like accepted there a little bit more. It seems like. Whereas in America, I like that we are a lot more vocal about it because as fans, we support this franchise and we are supporting with real money too. It'd be a total slap in the face if they went with the AI route, but I doubt they'll go with the AI route for this. No, like the original, the recent AMV they released, that was purely made with a human touch. I think it's something you can't really erase with that. By the way, Itano Circus director worked on the compilation movie for creating his iconic animation techniques. Well, they screw up, the original will still exist. There's just so much to expect with this because this is for the 50th anniversary, alright? I want to say that they have the best intention going to this remake. Like, I have such high hopes for this. For sure, they're gonna clean up the audio. I remember the wait. How are they gonna do the audio? Are they gonna recast the original actors for the remake, or is it just the OG audio with better redrawn frames? Probably that, right? Gotta go now because I got a trip. Bye. Bye! Thank you for stopping by! Petra, welcome in. I'm seeing performative outrage in Japanese sites over AI. It's been kind of... People who are actually against AI in Japan seems a bit more quiet about it. But we'll see, I guess. My dream would have been that they did something like the Ranma... How do you say this? I don't ever know how to say the proper Ranma title. Remake, but they did, but for 79, that would absolutely be more like the Seed and Seed Destiny remasters. No! I am too optimistic in saying that this is the 50th anniversary. They're gonna make this perfect. They're gonna redraw the Gifu animation with better art. That's what they're gonna do, right? They're gonna do that with better art. My hope is that they're gonna do Doan's Island episode, because watching through with it, it's not that bad. Might be a little funny, goofy drawing here and there, but you really don't notice it unless fans point it out or have still screenshots to show you it, right? It's goofy for sure, but it's nothing too bad. I would like them to bring it back. I know that the solution was to remove the episode entirely, but I hope they retain it in this one. It made for a very difficult viewing experience because some people didn't even have the episode, so their counting for their preferred service provider was just out of whack for everyone else. Ranma half? One half? There's some half fees and one half fees in the chat. We all hope that they treat an important show with deserved respect, but sometimes they'll cheap out with like Hakuto 2026 or Berserk. But this is a company with a lot of money, okay? Like, the biggest advantage with Gundam is that they have merch that sells like hotcakes, which is fantastic to support for an animation company overall. Even One Piece. Even One Piece. They beat out One Piece of all things, and that's like the hottest thing on mainstream right now. Follow more artists, you'll see how angry they get, especially when the work gets into AI. People come to say, I want something like this, and see results. Yeah. They did the Doan's Island movie a couple years ago? That's true. I need to rewatch it then. Well, no, I watched the original. I just need to watch the Island movie. Ranma just half? Shark Boy, hello. Naruto, what? We ain't talking about Naruto here. Instead of a full episode, they just have a black screen on for half an hour saying watch the Kurukuru's Doan Island instead. They're just probably gonna take the movie and just slap it in there. I wouldn't even mind, to be honest. It's just Ranma half? Okay. To be fair, it's JXI who's saying one half. Okay. It's how Double O still looks really good despite the nearly 20 years old because unbelievable budget they had. Listen, I love 0080. The budget on that one was incredible. My first time watching 0080, I knew that it came out I think like 1 year later, right? 1 year later after 79. And I had very low expectation for a anime movie that came out in the 80s. But it blew me out the water with some of the... Well, first of all, increased frame rate is one thing, and also general quality of the animation was just really good for the 80s. I didn't think they could do that. I thought that's something that's only reserved for modern animations. Thing is, the movie is origin timeline, so it wouldn't quite fit. What do you mean? Oh, is it because for the other person they said? When are we continue 79? I'm almost done school. Don't worry about it. I need my Sundays. I need my Sundays for assignments. It's from 89? No, it's in the 80s still. You know, it's in the later ends of the 80s. I'm coming out with some misinformation. I apologize. I like to formally apologize for that. It's 1989, but still, the quality is really good for 1989. My fact still stands. Anime movies in the 80s were loaded in budget though. You see, you can have unlimited budget but still pour out some really terrible quality. So, like I said, I think we don't appreciate it enough, even if they did have a limited budget. There are video games out there that are making $1 billion and haven't released a game yet, you know. So it's like that kind of stuff. pray for grandma. For real. For real, for real. Okay, so let's see here. Just a quick summary. The original Mosu Gundam animation will be released for the remaster in 2029, so we're getting early access to that. Alright, next one is the... Let's see. Oh gosh, you guys didn't seem to really like Seed Freedom Zero announcement, so I hope this one goes well better. The production of new footage for Mobile Suit Gundam Wing has been decided. Ta-da! The new footage for Mobile Suit Gundam Wing has been commissioned. Last year, Wing celebrated its 30th anniversary, and with so much positive feedback, through the release of new promotional videos, events, and rescreening, there'll be details of new footage announced later date. I don't think we have a super defined date for this, but 30th anniversary Wing celebration stuff. Oh yeah, that! Oh man, this is similar reaction to this Seed Freedom Zero announcement. Aren't you guys Wings fan? I thought you guys were Wings fan. I thought you'd be more excited for this. However, Macross, for example, is only a year or so after 79 when they did have the budget. The animation is gorgeous, but there are a lot of terribly animated episodes too. I only know of Macross from the recent animation. I don't know about the original or OG. Wing Project is also good. Please be rewrites of Frozen Teardrop. I see, I see. Can't wait. People think it's gonna be something like movie or VA. I hear new 79, new Wing. I'm all in. Awesome, awesome. I really don't have a lot to say about this. They just said that whole thing where, oh, we got new stuff for Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, and that's it. They didn't give any more details, so just a teaser for now. Maybe more if they release in a couple of New Years. I think it's crazy, not gonna lie, that things are being announced in 3 years in advance, but I think this is how you do it. I feel like in 2029, we're gonna be eating so good. And we're gonna be gorging on like a buffet basically of such fine dining. I can't imagine what's gonna be like, how they're gonna top the 50th anniversary. I think we have to wait until we live up to the 100th anniversary to really see the effects of how they're gonna top up the 50th anniversary afterwards. That's what I'm starting to think with this. I tried watching Wing and couldn't get into it. That's alright. I know it's not everyone's kind of show. I think if you watch it as a kid, it's definitely a lot easier to digest as your entry kind of series, right? So if you're maybe a Gundam fan who's watched other Gundam, it might not hit the same. Gundam Wing purely from the perspective of Linnea. Only one character perspective. Alright, so let's see. So that's enough for the animation side of things. We now are moving towards the events plan leading up to the 50th anniversary of Gundam. So one of the first things that they announced was the Gundam Con for 2027. So this is not released in this year, but for next year. Gundam Con, there is going to be basically the name itself. It's to commemorate the 50th anniversary for Gundam as a series. It'll be held at Makahari Messe in January 2027, so very early on next year. It sounds like it's gonna be a convention, but it doesn't seem like there's gonna be many of this, maybe. Gundam Cons, based on the concept of creating together with our fans, will continue to be held in various locations around the world after their first event. The event will feature participation from creators involved in the Gundam series, as well as exhibition and experience corners that allow fans to enjoy the work more deeply. World tournaments that were previously held individually in fields such as plastic models, cards, and games will also be held within the event. And so there's actually a website for this. I can't pull it up on my end because I don't have it set up and anything. But so far all we have is the date, which is January 9th to January 11th. Oh, it's basically like a convention kind of stuff. Oh, what else is there for this besides what I just announced? Oh god, okay, so it is a paid admission advanced lottery plan, so there might be a lottery system in place for the ticket. Honestly, given how big Gundam is in Japan, I would not be surprised if it's a lottery system. I feel so bad for anyone who is not able to get in on it. But the lineup for this convention will have obviously Gundam, but there's going to be appearance by Arsenal Base, which is the JP TCG. I can't see this. What is that? Does that say Gundam Arena or something? I'm sorry, I can't read the logo. Gundam Card Game, G Eternal, Infinite Boost, Gunpla obviously, and Tamashi Nations. There's also more, I think, for the lineup here. But yeah, you know, just title alone, it's definitely just straight up Gundam convention. Well, let's see what you guys are saying here. Should have been called GunCon. They're gonna get banned. Actually, no, we have that in America, so I can't say anything about that. Let's see. Will there be a ball pit? Questionable. It's a 3D conference. Is it a 3D conference only? Because from the sound of it, it sounds like a convention straight up. I think conference has a bit of a white collar, like suit and necktie kind of vibe. You say conference. Japan does lotto a lot. I think other places should be regular tickets. Given how vast and huge Gundam is in Japan, you gotta have a lotto system. You can't be first come first serve. That'd be too unfair. Is that where they do the Wonder Fest? I'm not sure exactly. Also, thank you for subscribing, Victor. I appreciate that a lot. Infinite Boost is the current X versus arcade title. I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot they have like JP exclusive stuff. So makes sense. I didn't know what that was. Gundam Expo? Ooh, I like that. Gundam Expo. Gundam Con. Well, you know, it's... They don't exactly speak English like that. Maybe. I don't know. Con's convention running name is supposed to make you think of a San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah, that's obvious. It's just that it doesn't really roll off the tongue. Gundam Con. I'm fine with Gundam Convention maybe, or Gundam Expo, but Gundam Con is a bit too cut up a name. What else do I want to say about this? Honestly, not too much to say about this, but that's just what they announced. They did say it's gonna be held in various locations, so that's very exciting. So they're probably gonna do it only in Japan first before they release some worldwide events and stuff. Please be in New York. I don't be West Coast. The West Coast people have enough already. Just come to New York. That's all I ask. Colony drop. Oh, that's one way to put it. Now I will say, I want to pick another thing out here. They said that Gundam Con is based on the concept of creating together with our fans, right? I think that's so fascinating because from my research, Gundam has always been about the fan iteration of things. I think it's really interesting that they do kind of live up to that. That's right. That's why Builders Note was created too, because they were on the idea of fan creation. Not Xeon. You can't do that. Yeah, I think you mistyped that one. Hold up. You can't do that. NYCV Peak, I would get tickets instantly. Same! SCP still down for it. That'd be a little bit difficult because I don't know if I have friends to travel to New York with. Hoping for some Chicago content, but 90% odds gonna be in Cali. Hey! Aren't you greedy a little bit? You guys have the Gundam base, you know? Share a little love over in the East Coast, you know? It's definitely gonna be... Well, it depends on how you want to go about it. I can see it going from like 2 locations in the US because we're greedy like that. Where it's like the East Coast in New York and West Coast in like I hope it's not LA, but just local LA. Please, that's where Anime Expo happens. I think if it's like in the Bay Area, it'd be nice. What else is there? Las Vegas? No. I don't want to travel to a desert. No. I don't want to gamble. What is there to do in Vegas except to gamble? I don't want to do that. I was talking about Gundam Con with my besties and was thinking about cosplaying as a goof, but like making a casual fit based off goofs instead of being the goof. That's fun. I feel like casual cosplay is just as valid too. Wish there's one in Manila. I hope that they try to hit up the most amount of fans that they can. So far it's just Japan, but oh man, I love for Southeast Asia to have some cons there too. Hello Han, good morning. Hello Rez, welcome. Good morning, man. Everything in Vegas is casino, even the airport. No. Gaylord and Virginia will be could be a good location. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna choose the most expensive. Okay, okay. When they decide convention, they want to use the biggest venue possible to them, right? I think New York has a decently sized venue, given that it's always been like the con state on the East Coast at least. I can't see them using like Maryland or Virginia, where some of the cons has been for anime conventions. West Coast, you have a couple of options, so it could really be anywhere for them. I'm going cosplay possible. I do have the jacket and wig. I would love to cosplay. I don't have the funds for it right now. That would be kind of fun. Jueri, the trust me, all in 17 black. Let's not do that. Okay, if I'm gonna bet on, I don't know how people play roulettes. Not that I want to learn. I just know the colors, like red and black. But I think you can go odd evens or even the exact number themselves too. Going all in all my chips on that number just because he said so. It'd be risky as heck. Have the con be smack dab in the middle of the US. Everyone has to travel an equal distance. Oh, let's just put in Texas, you know? Just put in Texas for people. I think it'd be a fun, like, road trip to try out for. Welcome, Xenon. Was it E? It's 2? I'm not sure how to say your name. Good morning. Well, from where I am this morning. Yeah, no worries. We have quite a bit of people who are having their breakfast with my video on right now. Always bet on green? We always bet on the money. This town named Anaheim in Detroit? They should do it there. We'll see. I've always dreamed to... You know, I've talked to other craze about this before, but I always felt like... when it comes to like... It doesn't make sense for me to appear at an anime convention or... Well, I guess it to some extent does. But it's hard to get any slots for this stuff. But making an appearance at like a Gundam con would be like my dream. So I gotta hustle up. I gotta hustle up in like a year to get that kind of recognition, huh? You know, okay, I see. I always said that it'd be kind of fun to do like a meet and greet at Gundam Con because that makes the most amount of sense for me. I met a fair amount of people who found me through Offkai, which is a VTuber con, but they don't really stay around because they're not my target audience. But this is like primed for a Jueri conversion, a Jueri conversion booth. You know, get them baptized with the Jueri branding and everything. So we all want the con to be UK, right? If it's in the UK, I'll come to the UK too. I'll go wherever this con is, assuming it's in this English-speaking location, because I don't want to be too troublesome on the language barrier. Gunplug Girly Ambassador. Yeah. Oh, can I grow the stream? I'm gonna print this out and put it on my wall or something and just see. We can beat you and give you a high grade check. Oh. Yeah, you could actually. I will actually allow you to do that. I'll have to scan to make sure there's no questionable tracking device on it. But other than that, you know, I'd be down to get some in-person gifts, assuming I can put it all in my luggage. I hope Anime NYC gets a big Gundam event this year. They probably will. Not gonna lie, Anime NYC has become one of the biggest East Coast con here in the US in the last couple of years. Probably. Me cause trouble? I would never. Well, Jueri's gone pretty far, and we will go further. And once I'm free from the shackle of school, we shall see. It was reprinted somewhat recently. I'm surprised someone hasn't gifted it to her through Zephyr yet. Just a heads up, I do not have gifting option open on Zephyr's arcades page. He did offer it to me, which I'm really grateful for, and you guys actually seem really excited to spend some model kit through Zephyr. At the moment though, I'm trying really hard to cut down my backlog to 10. I know, sounds impossible, but we're making good progress, I would say. Once it's down to 10, I think I could start accepting stuff again. But for now, I want to make sure I'm on track for things. If you were to come to UK for a con, I'd give you PG. That would actually cover my plane ticket probably. That would cover a decent portion of my plane ticket. I am honored. Truly honored if that's like welcome gift you decided. I saw meet Jueri and give her husband and lover. High grade getter arc and Archie's Nanju. There's yo. Recently there's been rumors. Aside from being bald, short, smelly and stuff, there's rumors of you guys shipping me with high grade getter. It's not like that, okay? It's not like that at all. Damn, y'all have backlogs? We can help you with that. We can help you with that. Anything about the PG new? I'm sorry. I don't think I like new nearly as much. Yeah, he kind of good. What's the cheapest PG? What is the cheapest PG that they have? I think the cheapest PG is around like 100 or 120, or is it? Somewhere around there. I wouldn't mind. I would not haggle you for like 300 or something, or 500. That'd be kind of crazy. Bro, do not give me the biggest Gundam or model kit. I can't pack that. If you did that to me, I would have to go to the nearest UPS store, pay a fine premium to ship all of these model kits that are bigger than me back to my space base on the East Coast, right? That just is not possible. That is not possible. Saku's at 150? What? Not too bad. Welcome, Dead Chatter. Welcome in. The Tetrabrium. I can't. No. 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 Not with that attitude. Not with that ambition. Alright, moving on from Gundam Con. This is really cool, by the way. I think... Oh, I look forward to this. Oh my gosh. I hope that people don't smell. I'd never been to a smelling convention before, but the first time I took a waft of like human odor was at Offkai, which is a VTuber con. But that really shocked me. I thought the VTuber fan thing was like a meme, but it high-key wasn't, so it really scared me. It scarred me, actually, more than anything. People definitely smell. Perfect. Then it will mask my smell too. Hi, welcome, Solemio. Yes, there's a Gundam Con in 2027. So far, it's only been announced in Japan. It'll be like a 3-day event for now. But they seem to have ambitions to carry it throughout the world, so we shall see. But there'll be really cool events from the creators of the show, as well as exhibition and experience that fans can enjoy. So it's gonna be really cool. Next thing we have is... Let's see here. What do I have? Do I have this saved? I don't remember. Oh my god, I can't find it. I guess I don't have this. Oh no, I do have it. I do have it. You can't read this, but this is the Yoshiyuki Tomino exhibition. This is just tentative title for now. It's going to be held at Tokyo National Museum in 2029. In 2029, which is the 50th anniversary of Gundam, they're going to make the Tomino exhibition there. And this exhibition will look back on his career. On numerous Gundam series, including the TV series Mobusu Gundam. So far, there's nothing else for us to click on here to find more information. They just announced basically a museum celebrating Tomino's work. I don't know if it's gonna be purely Gundam. Most likely it's gonna be, but I want to believe that they're also gonna shine some light on his previous work outside of Gundam too. I think we're kind of cool, because if this is a celebration of his career, we should also think back to Zambot 3? Question mark? I keep forgetting the exact number on Zambot, and it confuses me. I think it's 2. Zambot 2. Yo, it's sick. Yeah, it's awesome. I think this is really cool. Honestly, if they get his I really enjoy reading and watching Tomino's interviews. There's something really alluring about the way he talks about his work, and I really just like that fans kind of distill the series in an interpretation that's totally not in Tomino's vision. It's fine to have your own fan theories, but sometimes some of them kind of go against what he actually is trying to say, and it's just like, ugh. So to kind of get it straight from the source from him through this museum and stuff, I think it's a wonderful opportunity. So far it's only going to be in Tokyo, no other announcement. I think 2029 is a time to travel. I'm telling you right now. 2029 is time to travel for Gundam related stuff. This is for sure like the way to go. It is Zambot 3? Oh my gosh, I got the 3rd. I said 3 was the right number. It just seemed too high because I wasn't sure. I don't remember if they put Zambot 1, 2 in the previous series, or they skipped the 3 entirely. I gotta find more of his interviews. Most of see articles rather than videos. Yeah, same for me too. Ideally, I would love to just get like one of his panels, record one of his panels, and just like transcribe it for myself or something. Like I would go that length with it. Surprised they do things for him when they backstab him many. Oh, yo, ask the pass. They changed. They're changed. And also, you know, just like specific number of people that also want to see him succeed and do well with. I'm definitely gonna plan out a trip for that. Book your tickets now. Just book your tickets now. Book your ticket now so you can get to Gundam Con 2029. Or sorry, 2027 in January 9th. Apply for the lottery system. Totally get it, by the way. And also visit the museum in 2029, a few years later. Just the trip to go to. No, but Tomato's on the supervision team for the new Votom. I see some Elgime names here too. In Doomline. The 50th anniversary video bring me tears and memories. Welcome, Ken. Yeah, that was like the common sentiment that we were having as the very first announcement here at the beginning of the stream. It's honestly incredible how that is like the universal experience watching the AMV. You can't just watch that without shedding a single tear. Let's see. We were just talking about the announcement of the Tomino exhibition in Tokyo in 2029 at the National Museum. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Okay, guys, let's not doom pose about 2029. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. The 3 in Zambot 3 name refers to how many machines to form the titular mecha. Okay. Hopefully I'll remember that next time I mention in Zambot and then put the correct number for once. Because I think the last time I mentioned Zambot, I put a 2. Or I even mentioned Zambot 4, but I keep skipping the 3 because it sounds too nice of a number to be the title for it. I know, I'm weird like that. I have to renew my passport by 2029. I need to renew my passport soon as well, so we'll see. We'll see. What is this? Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on screen, but I actually don't know what this is. The Gundam Landmark concept. The Gundam Landmark project is also scheduled to begin, aiming to create a new Gundam facility in Japan that will attract fans from all over the world. More details will be announced later, so don't miss it. That's all they have here. I like that they're looking at global fans. I think that's a very interesting mention to also put in here. Because sometimes, also, no, I don't blame them for this at all. But if they want to cater to JP fans, they could just do that. But for this one, they specified more of a global project for the Gundam Landmark concept. I don't know what they mean by that. They mean like, because it didn't really specify any more information than that itself. Gundam Landmark. That's what it really says. Oh, dude, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Probably a museum statue. It's a shame they're taking out the unicorn statue. Speaking of unicorn statue, that's actually the next bit of news that they announced here. If I found it. Okay, it's a different video format or photo format entirely, so I gotta grab it. Where is it? Oh, here. Life-size unicorn Gundam statue right here. This will have its finale in August, so if you have not made travel plans to see the Unicorn Gundam, you should do that soon, because it's gonna go away. The life-size Unicorn Gundam statue has been a love attraction in Odaiba, Tokyo for 8 years and 11 months since September 2017. It will cease exhibition at the end of August 2026. In preparation for the grand finale at the end of August, the car will be displayed with new decal decoration, and various events are planned. It sounds like they're gonna give it one last goodbye for it. They know, because they know how monumental this one is. There's more information here on the official website, so I'll try to get that for you guys to keep you guys informed. No, not much right now. Not much. I see that they... some of the recent announcement is like an apology for glitch in the transformation animation, or some site maintenance notice. So as far as I'm aware, this is just what they have updated. If you want to keep tabs on it, they do keep track of it in the official website. Look on a giant Zeta would be awesome. I saw memes of people replacing the Unicorn Gundam with the Ternay Gundam. But I feel like, I don't know. Already, any life-size Gundam still up after that? What was it? There's another life-size Gundam. It's the Grams, right? It was near... Forgot where it was. Is it still not up or is it already torn down? This bums me out. Unicorn is what got me back in the series after 10-year hiatus for me. I was really hoping to see it by end of this year. I guess I gotta make the travel plans, hopefully earlier in August or something. But I feel like if you're trying to see this in August, it's gonna be really crowded because they're gonna have like a huge event to see it off. New Gundam? Oh god, bro! New Gundam with all its funnels, kind of crazy. I'm trying to think, what could they put there? They would never put like a Zaku on there because that'd be kind of sus, right? They're gonna put like the MC Gundam of some sort in there in place of it. You know, given how many IVO model kit, it's possible. No, they're probably not gonna do IVO. They're probably something just UC only. Put up the high new Gundam, crazy. The funnels would be crazy heavy metal. Freedom Gundam and New Gundam are the remaining statues. Right. That's true. I'm surprised they have one in China though. Wow. One thing I put one in the US. They probably have to rent the land for it too. The She Gundam. Oh, She Gundam. Oh no. Life size. Bro, stop. That's too much. That's too much precious earth material to recreate the Kasi Gundam in place of the Unicorn Gundam. Wow, that thing is it's a behemoth. You gotta try to see that thing. High New is more stable than New due to the symmetric fin funnels. It's still heavy as heck. Okay. C would be ginormous, also make it fly. Ooh, dude. The Kasi Gundam is just defying so much scientific logic. We shouldn't even bother considering it. Hey, no Penelope. That's even worse. That's even worse. Oh. Elysius? Oh no! Hold on. But let's be normal about this, guys. Let's be reasonable people about this, okay? Let's be reasonable about it. Why put up the Kasi statue when you could just give people weak old shrimp and get the same result? Yes. This non-jury? Listen, let's be realistic. They're not gonna put like the Federation suit, or I'm sorry, the Xeon suit on here. You know, they want to. It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, if they have like a Zaku, because those are just awesome. But it's gonna be definitely a Gundam of some sort. I think definitely gonna be an older Gundam. I can't see it being like the Aerial Gundam or the T Clark's one because they're too recent. I feel recency bias, right? So who knows? A Gundam theme park? I would not be surprised. I feel like they have the money if they really wanted to. They could launder their money for tax evasion purposes. I mean tax write-off purposes, and make a whole amusement park themed around Gundam if they wanted to. The wing? Oh, that'd be so cool if it had the wings flared out and everything. What about Burning Gundam? I would love to see like a G Gundam representation in real life. The God Gundam would be a good choice, yeah. Oh, they had it? They had it? But why is it had though? Even if it's something like the past tense sort of thing. Wing will probably be a US statue if ever. Yeah. The problem with that is it just wouldn't make sense for them because land is too expensive here in the US to rent out just for a statue. There's a 1-2 scale God Gundam in Hong Kong Gundam base. Oh, that's so cool. Ah, but no 1-1 Gundam now, is it? Turn A? Oh man, there's some interesting Turn A edits of this one. No, but like guys, it's a 1-2. But what about a 1-1 with like the whole like hand-colored glowing in the full transformation and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. It's a collaboration with the Space Theme amusement park that got defunct in 2017. That's not the same. That's not the same. That's like slapping a sticker with the Gundam logo on top of like a roller coaster. That is not the same. If you're making a theme park based around an IP, you gotta do it like how Hollywood does it. Hollywood has the Nintendo Land, right? And that's like a full overhaul of everything you could ever think of for Nintendo's IP. Hi Jade, welcome, welcome. Talking about the removal of the Unicorn Gundam, trying to theorize what could be take place of it. The most likely choice would be Wing Zero, EDW, Arc 72 based on the RG 2.0. They already have the RX now. I feel like they won't try to repeat that. They're trying to probably bring in different kind of Gundam on display. Well, I guess more than anything, you kind of have to question why they're removing the Gundam Unicorn. Is it because of maintenance purposes? Does the wear and tear of the weather make it break down faster, causing a danger? Or is it like a license? No, it wouldn't be licensing. They own that Hololive probably. You think it's gonna be Wing more than anything else? Realistically, it's not gonna be a G Gundam one. I would like it to be, and you know, Hathaway stuff is too humongous to possibly do. 1-on-1 statue of the MG cow, yo! That'd be so fun if they had a cow in front of it that people could pose with. Oh, what? It's gonna be revamped with new unicorn. I did not say that though. I looked through the website briefly and it did not mention any announcement of the replacement of a new unicorn. It no longer fully transformed. That's fine. I know that's the whole gimmick that they have for some of the display of the life-size Gundams, being able to move and stuff, but I wish it just stays the statue even too. I gotta take it down, paint it black, and put a banshee up. No. Did that mention this one before? The way they announced it sounded very final, so they'll probably repurpose it elsewhere, like Yokohama one, and put up a new thing in Odaiba. Wait, are you confirming that's gonna be another unicorn? Okay. Back then, when they put the statue up, unicorn was face of Gundam, but now it just doesn't feel as prominent. That's before they removed it. Okay, so we got some misinformation. Basically, based on the official articles, all we know is that the life-size Gundam, Unicorn Gundam statue is just being removed, and there's no other plans in place of it right now. So if you see any news of like the Turn A Gundam, whatever, it's fake news. Just don't be too gullible about it. That's some wishful thinking from fans. That's all we know for now. It's gonna be torn down after 8 years, almost 9 years actually. I swear they said they're going to put Unicorn on screen plays the current one. They said they're gonna put the decal. The car will be displayed with the new decal decorations. What I heard or read on here. I'm just like, what the heck? Why a car? It's definitely a win for you if it's like another unicorn, because you needed a year to get there. Imagine they built G-Quacks. No, I'm telling you right now, they're not gonna put like a Xeon like related suit in display. I think that's like too much of a risk for them probably. Umaru, welcome. Alright, so next thing I want to talk about, since we don't really have much of any news here aside from speculation on this. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm like losing my voice today. Is the Gundam Omatsuri project. You're probably not too familiar with this, so I'll make sure to get you guys caught up with this. But the Gundam IP and regional revitalization, the Gundam Festival project is launched. It says here that since 2024, we have exhibited at local festivals such as the Fukuoka Hakata Dion Yamakasa and the Hokkaido Sapporo Snow Festival as part of their IP regional revitalization efforts. Basically, kind of just spreading Gundam in regions and bringing enjoyments to local residents who look forward to the festivals and Gundam fans from all over the country. In fiscal year 2026, the project will be further expanded as the Gundam Festival project. By having Gundam appear at beloved local festivals, they aim to further enhance the appeal of the region and create Gundam as loved in its local area. So this is more akin to local JP news as opposed to like a worldwide news. But you know, it's always cool. I think actually a similar project for this is the Pokemon. Pokemon kind of already has like a cultural chokehold in Japan, so it's like no-brainer. But I think having Gundam kind of expand themselves into their everyday stuff is also pretty cool too. It's always fun. Let's see. They have some news. No news. They have a website made for it, but they don't have any more news other than that. So you can see that around. I think it'd be kind of cool if they are able to kind of create like a really cool hub for Gundam fans. Like, you know, if a Gundam fan goes to Japan, they can go hit up the Tomino Museum. They can hit up the Unicorn Remake Part 2. Fake news. They can also hit up the Gundam Con. You know, there's so many things that you can aim for. So if they expand their operations to more festivities and just in general lending their IP more to the locals to use in their celebration, it'd be kind of fun. It's a fun little like thing going back here. You know what? Town revitalization with Gundam is a better idea over... I see. I don't understand the wording on the stream. Just check. Just recently look up some news sometime. No worries, no worries. I'm basically summarizing their announcement here to see what their reaction is here, and also just give my 2 cents on the matter too. Oh, on the Unicorn? Okay, sorry. So that's like Wave Pass. Alright, so this is more JP orientated. This next one... Oh, this is kind of cool. I think this is really cool. I did see this bit too. They're planning to mark April 7th as the official Gundam Day. Because as you know, the first episode of Gundam was released on April 7th though. The Japan Anniversary Association, crazy, right? There's a whole association for it. It's all very formal. Has officially recognized April 7th as Gundam Day. I don't know what this entails for us, but if it means like more kits or more events and community input, you know, it's a win-win. So I don't mind it. Basically they designate April 7th officially and have it registered and certified as a commemorative day. And they plan to implement it every year on April 7th. Fun fact, April 7th is also Setsuna's birthday, so he really is Gundam. That's a cool coincidence, surely. I wonder why this day was chosen? That's because it's when the first episode of Gundam was aired, so in celebration of that, they have this day picked out. Not too random, I would say. Imagine being an elementary school kid in 1979 watching the first episode. Real? Right? And then, you know, sharing that, growing old after 50 years or so, and then sharing that with your children and your grandchildren. It's exactly like the AMV. Now, I want to say that I want to compliment the Gundam again for... They do a lot of polling with you guys, actually, a lot of surveys for fans and feedback from them too. Talking about what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear, what kind of stuff you want to experience with the Gundam IP. I'm so serious about this. As someone who's been in other IPs before, we rarely ever get feedback. Be heard, man. Okay. I don't know about you. I don't know the last time Pokemon sent me like a survey about their store, you know, like stuff like that. But this is more than that. It's actually like stuff that affects like production and what the fans want to see. It was never coincidence. It's not as Gundam Juju. Oh, nah. This is one of those gullible moments. So. You're probably expecting another Super Robo Show, then the formula suddenly changed. Oh, just for G Gundam, right? You enter in on G Gundam instead of the 79. One thing about the boy with the Gundam short that I love is that when a dad and kid are watching G Gundam, you can see the tonal whiplash on his dad's face. It's great, bro. I love G Gundam. I really do. I like it when the IP tries something totally out there from their original stuff that they're known for. It really sets you in. It really in. It's one of those things you probably watch as a Gundam fan and think, oh, what if this is a super robot? And you think, nah. And then they go and do it because they could, because they have money. They have the money to throw at it, that kind of stuff. So it's really cool. It's awesome little tidbit. Alright, so moving on from the news of April 7th being officially dubbed as Gundam Day, we also have a lot of collabs being announced too. So one of which, as you guys know, is the Gundam and Hololive project, production collaboration project. Here it is. Ba-da-ba. There's a lot here, and I can't show you guys all of it because a lot of it was contained in a video. But let me start over here. This is basically just the art of some of the Momosuit fan art stuff. But they also have recolor versions of the suits and stuff. Did I properly save this? Oh, sorry, I did not. My bad. I did not. Let me try this again. Is this the one? I think this is the one, right? There you go. We got it here. This is really cool. There is some interesting choices for some of these girls, though. Like a Cali collab with like the Death Side or something would be a lot more in line, but I don't know. Interesting choice. You guys like this, right? I like it. Really hoping these become actual kits. Are these not actual kits? Oh, these are actual kits, no? Crossbone Marine. That is that they did their homework when they put Crossbone Marine for sure. Sorry, I really need some water, man. Does Iris have the Destiny? I actually don't have the full list. Oh, I do have the full list, my bad. So, from left to right... Oh, sorry, no. Out of order! Because I didn't realize they put this out of order. They have the Wing Gundam Zero EW, the Subaru version, Unicorn Gundam Pekora version, Providence Gundam for Watame version, Gundam Epyon for Calliope. Calliope? Oh, sorry, her name's Callie. Destiny Gundam Iris version, and then the Gundam Astray Gold Frame Amatsu Mina for Todoroki. Hajime, sorry. It confused me with order. Some of them go by their first name first, or their, I don't know. Sometimes JP ordering or Western ordering with their names, so I get confused. Crony, does she get one? I don't see that here. Wait, you guys saw the key art with them in like the mobile suit stuff, right? Jueri, can you still remember your first model kit? Who would ever forget their first model kit? Of course I remember. I chose it specifically because I like the design of it. Beguri Beu. Sure. I wish Subaru was Tallgeese. It'd be so on brand if they were to do that, but they don't sometimes. Kali Sempion works for me. Just switch out the weapon for the scythe. Honestly, the Epion's a really nice kit. It really is. Must have been a red choice or something. So another thing is the little chibi here. I think this is just the art. I think it's just advertisement for their collab. It's not actually a product that they plan to release. Are they? Can you guys confirm this or not? Because I don't think... No, actually, I don't think the website actually says anything about this. It's just a model kit recolor. But these are just supporting artwork that they have for the collaboration. This is so cute! Isn't it cute? This actually features the other Hololive members who... Well, some of them got the collab and some of them did not. As shown here, right? Or actually... No, this is a mix of the first wave of the Hololive collab, right? And the second one too. Because I see Marine here, but also Fubuki too, and Suisei. So yeah. There's figures like that? That's crazy. They're really going all out for this. Wah! Another news, they also have emblems for the collab too. This might not be as interesting, but I think it's kind of cool. They have someone here planning out these things. Emblems. Isn't it kind of cool? You can tell what the VTuber is associated with each one. Okay, I don't know all my VTubers, I will say that right now, but Fubuki is very obvious. Well, Marine gets to double dip because she's popular. Not that there's any complaint for that though. They look like the Miku ones. They're definitely releasing some of these later on. I hope this is like an ongoing collaboration because I really think that it's really cool. If they don't make this P Bandai, please. If they don't make this P Bandai, I think it's a win overall. Let me put on the other one. I don't think the emblems are as cool as this thing, but it's cute again. Will Juju collab with Gundam? Oh yeah, soon, you know. I'm definitely in the talks with Bandai about these things. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Welcome, Mindile. Again, Marine emblems on point. With that, we have one last news. Not nearly as exciting as the Gundam Hololive collab, I'll be honest with you. Why did they choose this color? Okay. This is the last bit of news that they announced during the 50th Annie. Don't hold your breath for this. They announced that some plastic model kits, materials containing used runner have received the SGS Green Mark certification. Basically, they're patting themselves on the back for being very green as a company. That's all. They're actually, I'm gonna be so honest with you. The written section for this portion of the announcement is much larger than the portion talking about the Gundam Hololive collab, which is really funny, all things considered. Oh, what's this poo-poo brown Gundam doing here? The sarcasm in her voice is a lie, chat. She actually is in talks with Brandon when she pretends that she's while making it seem like she could. I know your game, content woman. Do you know me? You don't know me. I'll be so real with you. My dream was originally with just one pathway, but in lieu of everything with Bandai and stuff, it has gone a second way, but I don't know if they'll ever consider it. So I'm just gonna read a little bit of this because I don't know too much about this from the top of my head. The Bandai Namco Group has been promoting the Gunpla recycling project since 2021. Mostly available in Japan only. The Gunpla Recycling Project is an initiative to collect Gunpla runners, the frame parts of plastic models, and recycle them to new Gunpla. We've collected approximately 174 tons of used runners between April 2021 and March 2026. As they should, because I have no use for them, right? Well, some people might. We're pleased to announce that raw material containing used runners have received the SGS Green Mark certification. It's issued by SGS, an international certification body that conducts quality testing, inspection, and certification, certifying the environmental consideration and safety of a product. This is the first time a Japanese company has obtained SGS Green Mark certification for recycled material. Oh, that is pretty big. That is a really big accomplishment. Congrats to them. Until now, the collector runners have been mainly used in experience kits using dark single-color eco-plastic. However, by developing new raw materials, we have made it possible to mass-produce multicolor eco-plastic by mixing 10% collected runners with regular plastic raw material and using recolored raw materials. They plan to obtain the SGS Green Mark for this newly developed raw material and utilize in a variety of products. Oh! That's kind of cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know how this is gonna be, but I think it's exciting news. We should just go back. We gotta go back to the Hololive collab. I can't stand seeing chocolate Gundam anymore for longer. You got the S-Rank mission, S-Rank area mission from MV on PS4 Extreme versus game last night. All the left is Area X, which is a super hard difficulty mode. Oh, that's so good! Congrats! It must be very satisfying to be able to do that. I know I used to be super hardcore about getting the perfect scores in games until I was this bad gamer, so I just don't do it as much anymore. I keep all my runners in all my boxes. I've been very good about this. When I first started the hobby, I kept all my boxes, but then I didn't like that I had a very bad habit of hoarding. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to use it for something. You know, there might be use for it for a fight stick. There might be use for it as a frame or something. But I've been very good about discarding the box art, I think. The box and the runners. The runners I didn't really care too much for because I don't really have a lot of use for it. But the box art is a major pain point for storage for me. It's very difficult. Very difficult. It's cool news seeing that they're trying to be eco-friendly. They've been eco-friendly with it, and honestly, it's a really nice initiative for them to get into. I think the eco-pla is a little bit pricier, but it does kind of give you good conscience into knowing that your runner's going somewhere useful again. another life cycle. I start cutting the art off the box and tossing the rest. You know, I don't know. I just think about it sometimes. It's just cardboard on art, but it's just sometimes so good. I do plan to fold up and keep the box art in a single clear folder, but I haven't gotten around to it. I should have done something like that. Oh no. You think I can buy some like empty boxes of people? I don't know. Wish I wasn't too proficient in games and too hardcore to go for no hit runs, especially since their mission of getting hits makes you lose. Nah, that's just too much. It actually removes enjoyment for me if I can't casually enjoy the game. Unpacking my bags with all my runners when I go to Gundam Con. You should! Take part of it! Take part in this recycling project if you can. If you ever do travel there. It will lighten your luggage if you decide to take your runner, because the runners themselves are not actually recyclable, I think. They have to be done in a very precise way, which is why you have to go to a specific recycler for the runners themselves. I only keep the booklets under the boxes. Ooh. The booklet is one of the first things I throw away, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a good fan. I'm a fake fan. I'm sorry. You throw out hands and accessories and surprised you haven't thrown everything out. Whoa! Whoa. Whoa. Hands, I might sometimes throw away, but accessories I've been pretty good about keeping. I actually wanted to buy this divider bin at the store for $10, but I couldn't justify it, so I didn't buy it. But next time I want to get like a small bin that I can slide in and out of my shelf so I can store my extra parts, because I still don't have a proper box. I thought that my small part box, which is very small by the way, was enough to contain all the parts I wanted to keep, but it has been growing a bit too much as of late, so I actually do need to get like a proper separated bin for it. Yes, I did throw away the booklet. I'm trying to cut down on... The booklet has the art in the front. I'm not gonna be rereading the booklet, that's the thing though. And usually the booklet itself is in black and white. They definitely do not respect it enough to give it color sometimes. Some of the pages are colored, but for the most part it's uncolored, right? So there's no reason for me to keep it. I have the completed model kit, why would I keep the booklet? Don't you put the hands to color correct them? I did not! I thought about it because the colored hands on the IBO... I can't remember his name. No, I can't remember. IBO something. The hands are different because it was not salmon colored. Salmon, I don't know. You know what I mean. Books are enough that they're gonna be in the same folder as the folder for half of the box. The art just always ways to store those things, not taking as much space. Especially when I use the booklets to help with learning Japanese. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I guess I'm the worst of fans because I do not keep the boxes anymore. I tried to throw this away. I don't keep the booklet because I try to avoid hoarding these things. I keep 80% of hands nowadays, I would say. Because you guys get mad about it. So I do actually store the hands nowadays. In the beginning of my time as a builder, I didn't really store as many hands. And I honestly did not miss out too much because all the hands are like transferable between high grades and real grades and stuff. But other than that though, I also toss out. No, I shouldn't say. I shouldn't say anymore. I'm looking really bad right now. Gremory, yes, it's IBO Gremory. The IBO Gremory has a fully pink hand on the model kit, but the official color has it so that the palms are like a dark brown because it's supposed to be like glove or like a protection on the palm of the hand while the fingers are really pink and everything. So I was thinking, oh, maybe you can just melt some plastic down to make that gray or brown hand coloration and stuff. So that's what I thought about, yeah. That's progress. Finally not throwing away actual parts of the model kit. Yo, listen. I just know that there's some things I'm not ever gonna use, right? Right now, my high-grade ball is holding up the manga version of the Barbados katana or something. And I really want to throw that one away because I'm never gonna put that on my Barbados, but you guys kept saying that I should keep it, so I've kept it. And it's still on my desk. Okay? Alright, let's move out of this and then put on the IVO. Oh, sorry, the Hololive collab stuff because this is brown Gundam. Sounds exciting, but it's cool though that they are certified by an eco company. I mean, he's read up the booklet, the information the booklet has online. Yeah, I agree. That's how I think about it too. But also, some people really like physical stuff, Warrock. I'm just not really a physical person because I don't want to take up space with some trash. Yes, I'm not a true collector. I love my model kits, but I can't bear to store. One of the boxes I truly kept was the Yosobi X Demi Trainer collab. That you actually need to store the entire thing because it's a whole experience with the packaging. She throws out spare weapons. Do I throw out spare weapons? No, I kind of lay them. I lay the spare weapons in front of the feet of the Gundam it's associated with. Because I don't have a proper spare part box for these things. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a fake fan. By that logic, you just Google the finished model. That is not the same thing. You cannot pose the model that is digitally pictured and everything. It's not the same thing. Throwing away the booklet is used to build your model kit. You can honestly view it online the same way, and it'd be the same experience whether you have physical or digital. But a finished model kit is not the same when you have a photograph of it. You gotta actually touch it and move it and stuff. Subaru Wing looks like a bootleg Chinese. Yo, you're so mean. I will say it's a very interesting choice they gave her Wing because I feel like there are better choices for her. I want to know the committee's decision over why they chose certain model kits for the talents themselves. Also, to new viewers, feel free to like and subscribe to Jueri and feel free to join us in the Emotes Factory Discord for information on the stream schedule more. Yeah, join the Discord, you guys. It's so much better than the YouTube, was it? So, the ping subscription box stuff. Sometimes you don't even get it with my name on there. And it's nice that they made the poo color kits from recycling, but they should also do eco packaging with no single-use plastic bags. How do they do that though? I feel bad. That's a little bit of a misinformation showing you the guys the poo colored Gundam because they said in the text that they found ways to do colored variations of other parts, but for some reason they chose the brown color one to show it front centered. I don't know. It definitely had. There's a recent event they did where you can kind of mix and match the parts of the Gundam in solid colors to make your own patchwork of a Gundam. And I remember there's like a store that did that for them. Thank you, show. Appreciate it. But she's a duck and she has wings. But there's literally tall geese, which lines me more with her duck mascot persona. I just feel like you could do something with that, maybe. I thought the talents picked. Oh, really? The talents picked it? I thought the talents didn't pick it. No? The reason I said that is because I think Callie tweeted out something along the line of, oh, I was gonna watch this show, but I guess we're gonna watch this show instead, where Epion's from. Something of that nature. So it made me think that maybe she didn't pick out Epion as hers. Yo, I actually do need to shower because I haven't showered yet, but we'll do it in a bit after the stream. Wish they did more than just a recolor. I think it comes with a custom decal, but don't quote me on that. I haven't seen too much about the information on the decal. But I understand what you're talking about though. Honestly, with a collab for Gundam, right? What can you do? I guess another way to go about a collab with Hololive is if they built like a whole new model kit for each individual talent. But that's not really feasible in my opinion, no? Talent choose from the list. Callie confirmed. Oh, okay, that's really surprising. Oh, now there's some like there is a miscommunication on the information because some people are saying that they picked from the list, some people are saying that they didn't pick from the list. Yes, I came back from the gym and I straight up rolled into the stream. I was late today. I was supposed to stream at 6:30. Instead, we started an hour later at 7:30, and I haven't done anything yet to freshen up. Is Providence getting RG or is Watame Kit an MG recolor? That's a good question. Let me double check on that. Watame, it's just Providence Gundam recolored. Florgos, thank you for subscribing. What a cool name. That's like a D&D character kind of name. You know, that's a good question. I actually don't know if this is like the MG or RG stuff. I'm assuming it's gonna be maybe, I don't know. They had a list, weird, that they threw in Providence if that was the case. Where's Providence from? Not necessarily model kits, could be statue figures. The new Gundam was displayed with metal robot spirits. Yeah, but they've always done like figures and stuff, right? I don't know. I think building Gun Plus is like the way to connect with it. Is based on the MG? Does that mean scaled down to an RG then? So it's an RG Providence Gundam with the MG scaled down then? Or it really is just an MG? It's from Seed. Okay, yeah. So you can see I have not watched Seed yet. Thank you for the 7 people that's had the audacity to say it to me. The RG is his own line. I see. We don't know. There's really no release info on these kits. Speculations. I would like to think that they tried to keep the sizing of the model kit around the same because they don't want to show any favoritism of that sort. Even if they did give Marine. No, they gave her the first wave. This is sent a new wave now. I wonder if this means there's a RG Province announcement on the horizon. We shall see. This is all we know for now. There's a collaboration page for this Hololive Gundam. Let me see if I can find any information more on this. This collaboration project will feature a series of amusing mini-stories presented in multiple episodes. Oh, that's really cool! Along with collaborative songs and special music videos based on them, which will be released sequentially. Furthermore, the collection features original color mobile suit that combine the world of Hololive members with the Gundam universe, newly drawn collaboration costume, mini character designs, and more designs that can only be seen here. We're considering various projects including collaborative merchandise development project. Yeah, which is basically what I showed you guys with the miniatures, the little chibi guys. Do they have any more information on this? They just showed like a bigger picture of these ones here. So which one's Providence? The one for what's it? Oh, by the way, they also have the first wave of Hololive collab too, which is not shown here, but they do have the one for, you know, Fubuki, Miko, Sakura Miko, Suisei, Marine too. Okay, do they have any information on this? They don't show any information, except this just to say there's Providence Gundam on the website. It is what it is. But the website's so cute though. They actually made like super like gamified. Hekodam is real. Congrats to her. The high grade and scale, yeah. Hopefully. I don't think they're gonna do an MG, so they're gonna shrink it down. More than likely, they were given Gundams to pick from, and some members either didn't pick or it took too long, were given an MS from upper management as to speed it up. Or we can just ask them, and maybe they'll answer it us in the form of a super chat, because I don't want to speculate too much on whether or not they choose it. Also, narrators for these Hololive collab trailers are both from Gintama. Eh? Gintama voice actor, you mean? I didn't get to see the whole thing for this. Okay, that wraps up all the announcement that I have basically recalled from the stream announcement. Information is from the Gundam official website, so just a heads up there. It's really fun, by the way. I was I wasn't sure I want to do a build stream, but I feel like if I talked about the news, but then build along, it would be kind of difficult to retain everything that I wanted to say with you guys while also having the build distraction. Also, the poll for the build itself is still ongoing still. It's only been less than 8 hours, I think. So, I just think it's nice to once in a blue moon have these kind of dedicated streams outside of the build streams for something as big as this. Like this required like a whole separate live stream entirely. So I think it was worth it. Hi, I'm sorry, I'm late. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ryden. I even gave you like an hour head start to get in here, and you still missed it. Oh, I started streaming an hour later than I normally would. So, you could have gone in a little earlier. Did you go out and see the new Hathaway movie yet? Not yet! Not yet! I want to soon, but it's hard for me to find time to go to the movie theater by myself. The only time I can is on days I'm in university, which is Thursday. The problem is that... Well, the movie theater near me is not exactly the most... not sus place, you know? I gotta figure out my scheduling for it. I probably will watch it like after I graduate university, so I have a bit more time to move around and wiggle. Jueri, you could collab with Gundam. What model kit would you choose to be your model kit? Oh, you can't just ask me to pick my favorite child. How could you? It's hard because I don't have a lot of exposure to the mainline Gundam stuff. No! No! Don't relegate me to the ball. That is so disrespectful. Please, something cooler than the ball. Something cooler than the ball, please. Let me see. This Gundam suits. Hopefully they will show me like a slow selection. So I can't remember the top of my head. We get the extra request one? I did not insinuate the ball is not cool. It's just that I prefer something a little bit more human-y in size. I don't want it to be a death coffin, even though they're all death coffin in some ways. Elysius! I'm so sorry. I don't think... No, we can't. If I were ever do a collab, if Bandai or Hololive are like knocking on my door, like Jueri, you gotta pick a Gundam to represent yourself in colors. It would not be the Elysius, okay, or the Z Gundam. That price tag would be too high for the average fan. I would try to choose something a bit more modestly. Elysius is what, 170 or something? That's crazy. You think there's any buddy theme? I don't think there's any buddy theme one. To my knowledge. Moon Gundam? Yeah, I guess Moon Gundam would be pretty obvious, huh? Nightingale? No. You think a tornado would suit me? A mustache? You think a mustache would work? No. I couldn't be the one to pick up the mustache mantle. Oh, you know, there is a fan-made Jueri is it in fan art channel? Where did I put it? I think it's in the showcase channel. Someone made a custom Jueri Gundam in line with the 10K celebration, interestingly. I'll show you. This is from Chikatori in the Discord here. Look at this, it's one word custom. Oh my god! Oh, he made it so big! Hold on. He made this way too big. Let me fix this if I can. Oh my god. He's using some high quality like Canon camera to take picture of this whole thing. So now I have to trick it down. You see it? There we go. Look at that. He did such a good job with it. Inaccurate scale. Yo, we're the same size right now on the screen. I think this is pretty accurate in scale. That's you. That's you. Oh man, there's actually a. You see the hand painted Jueri? You see that Jueri right there on the kneecaps? Yeah. It's this is some craftsmanship if I ever say so myself. Who's that pretty girl behind you? It's I don't know. What did Chikatori name this build? Victoria named the Jueri Gundam. So not Jueri, but Jueri. So it's you guys, basically. It's a representation of you guys over me. Here's the backside, if you guys are curious. It's kind of cool. The backside actually looks like a Jueri, too. It looks like... Because he painted it white. Only some of the parts on the back to make it look like bunny ears. Isn't that cool? It's cool. It's cool. Man, we're hot. You guys are too cool. You guys are the moonwort and I'm the ball. Would you guys still buy a model kit of me if I was a ball? You guys would, right? Too lewd! No, what? This is not lewd at all. Now they posed it a certain way. It might be considered lewd, but this is pretty safe for work if you say so. You would still buy it? Okay. You guys would buy it because there'd be two of me in the... No, they're probably gonna do the MG ball, right? Probably. MG ball? MG Jueri ball. Because having two would be too many. Moonwork a Donkabon? That's backpack, no? Moonwork has thighs though, I will say. So I'll bet to that. For at least. Alright, I'm gonna put this away. That's it for today, guys. We recapped the news from the 50th anniversary stream. If you guys want to get a recap on that, check the official website. It's on there on Gundam Official. Thank you so much for your input. I'm so glad that we shared similar sentiments on some of the things that were presented, and then some new insights from you guys, as well as some of my insight with things too. Very exciting things coming in the next 3 years. Crazy stuff. They're really ambitious with it this time around, right? No, nothing too crazy in terms of new projects per se, but they are kind of rehashing and revamping the fan experience for current veteran fans, I think. Aside from the movie project itself that's trying to get new fans, but I think they're moving towards a wonderful direction. It honestly felt like... I don't know. The time that I've been a fan, it felt like there's something new going on. But I also know that talking to some of the other content creators in the Gundam sphere, they might argue that there's a period of like lull period where nothing was really announced or happening. So they're really picking up steam now. I only buy Jueri kit if it's a ball. Yo, you guys want to? There's a new Shosai 10 Shinchi girl plug kit. It looks like me. You should go get it. Go get it, okay? Thanks for the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I apologize again for the 1 hour late on my part, but it's all worth it. All worth it. Alright, take care, you guys. And see you next see, okay? Bye-bye. Bye.